Welcome back. We are down in the dungeon, suited and booted, with our fancy new set of armor. We bought 3 armor pieces last time because we made a ridiculous amount of money, at least I think so, compared to last time at least. And we've now got 3 pieces of armor protecting us from 3 damage each, and are protected on primary 1s, 2s, 4s, 5s, and 6s, so only a very slim chance that none of our armor pieces will do us any good, I believe. So now I think we are ready to look for the last 2 rooms here. We came back in here through that exit shaft. Let's continue through the archway to the left and see what we find. That is a 4x2 room. Let's roll 4 doors. That has quite a few doors, 2. And let's roll for the room type, A3 and A4. So I will have 1 door like that and 1 going down. And then we'll have to see what the 3 and the 4 entail. So that is a wrecked space, which we found last time as well. Wrecked space, room 22. 3 stone tombs have been smashed to pieces here. Chunks of stone litter the floor. You stumble through the room, make a precision check, or lose 3 HP. Precision check 8, we have 2 tries. And afterwards we roll on interruptions and the unexpected. That is a 9, so we did not lose any HP. Let's roll on the interruptions table. 4 and a 1. Part of this room is sectioned off with an iron grill. You glance in and see a person inside. They are near death but notice you and reach up for your help. You prise the grill free, or you pry, I'm not sure, and roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, the prisoner is banished and they attack you. On a 3 or a 6, or a 3, 4, 5 or 6 actually, you liberate 1 prisoner, which we haven't managed to do yet at all, because our prisoners are always dead, the ones we find. So let's see if this one is undead. On a 1 or a 2 it is, no. So we liberate a prisoner, which sounds more exciting than it is. So we just put down 1 tally here, and then next time we are in town, we might meet them or their family or whatever. So I won't use this as our last room. Let's do 1 more, hope for a big one, and call that the final room. So we have a bit more of an exciting way down. A 5x5, perfect. We have to reroll that. A 2x5, so that'll be a 7x10, which will just be the whole huge room here. Also, I have to see what the wrecked space, what kind of... Ooh, it had random exits. We didn't do that in 19 because it was a dead end. Let's roll on the random exits, but we'll keep our 7x10 in mind, or actually I'll draw that in quickly. Yeah, so I've flipped it around, so instead of a 7x10 it's a 10x7, at least I believe so, because it just fits nicely in the corner, ending both ways from that room. Or actually I made that archway closed, so I'll have it sort of collapsed. And then we'll go in here and see what that is. But first we have to see what kind of door leads there. 4 and a 3, which is archways and 1 stone slab. So let's have this be the stone slab. Although it's kind of funny that I closed that off before rolling the stone slab. But so that 1 is the collapsed archway, and we'll have to get through the stone slab to get down to the next level. I hope I don't regret that, but I just think it sounds cool. And that does mean I have to quickly refresh. We had one refresh on the stone slab rules, that is. We had one stone slab before, which I think we opened just easily. And I think it had to do with discipline and rolling for it and so on. Okay, so you roll a d6 and add your discipline. On a 6 or more, you are able to tip the slab over and clear the way. They can also be destroyed with a hit from a powerful magic scroll. You cannot wait for patrols to open stone slabs. Oh, Okay, let's roll here. So we've got 3 discipline and we roll and add our discipline. Yeah, so that's an 8. So on a 6 or more, which we rolled, we can push open the stone slab, so no problem. Otherwise, we might have been in a bit of a pinch there, because if we can't wait for patrols to open them. Although actually, you know what, we still have that potion of phasing in the mosaic tomb, so we might have been able to use that. So I don't know if that's still there, it's probably gone. Well, anyways, we made it in. Now let's see on the level 4 large rooms table what kind of final room awaits us here. I really like that this became a large room in the end. So 2d6, that is a 4, which are slag mounds, which I think we found before, right? Yeah, and they are unique. Let's reroll that. That is a 6, which is an underground stream. And that's not unique. So I've put in the underground stream room with a little rock wall here with a waterfall coming out of it. Don't think I am improving this at all. This is just making it less visible. So it says here, there is a river here that the construction must have revealed. If you use the water, roll on level 4 undead as a patrol comes. Now, interestingly, not a level 4 patrol table actually to roll on, the undead table, but yeah, don't think we'll use the water, so I've put in a little lake with a river flowing through there and the tiling sort of only put up just onto the riverbed. And then we've got a little chasm down here where the water flows down into. And I think that's where we'll have to head down to get down to level 5. So let's use our length of rope and 2 of our metal hooked spikes to bang them into the ground up there and use the rope, tying it to the spikes to slowly lower ourselves down or climb down along the rope. Could jump down and hope to land in water, but I don't know how far it goes. And also we would get soaked. And I don't even know if we could swim wearing a great helm, scale jackets, gauntlets, and a backpack full of heavy items, actually. Yeah, so let's try to slowly climb down the rope. Yeah, fix it to the wall a bit more using metal spikes on the way. Not very realistic, but you know what is in this game. So let's climb down. I'll say we'll roll, add our discipline again, and if it's a 6, so similar to the stone slab, 6 or higher works out fine. If it's lower, we'll think of something in the way. Just trying to make the way down a bit more fun, because for some reason there's no stairs in that room. Oh, that's only a 5, so let's say we fall but catch ourselves, because that was close. So if it'd been a 1, I think I would have said we just fall anyways and get soaked. But we'll fall and catch and make some noise and then maybe fight the patrol anyways. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's say we have to roll on the level 5 patrols in the first room of level 5 immediately as we arrive down there. Sort of clanging with our armor against the wall and making loads of noise. Let's take that as a penalty. And slow descent, slow noisy descent has led us down to level 5, where we arrive in a little open cove, I'd say. And I've drawn this with 3 little tunnels leading off of it into the 3 starting directions. And usually, you know, the starting room is a small room and has 3 archways leading off of it. But you know me, I want the map to look kind of interesting afterwards. So this is our starting room. Just a little puddle there. And I've given it 3 stone slabs. Now, obviously, if we completely get completely stuck here because of the 3 stone slabs, this won't be the end of the playthrough, because we have a pretty good chance of opening at least one of them. I thought I'd do this for thematic reasons. And the idea is that this is a little cave bordering the construction of level 5. Now, the human ancestry means there will still be rooms, and I'm thinking this cave borders the 3 rooms, and the magic stone slabs are sort of secret walls, secret passages. So we will just push through and emerge in one of the rooms. And as I said, because we've been noisy, we'll say the patrols are on the lookout and fight a patrol in the first room. I originally said in the starting room, now this doesn't make sense because of the stone slabs, so we'll say when we emerge from one of the walls, a patrol will await us there. Yep, so let's first look at the level 5 human ancestry flavor text. So the level 5 infernal and the level 6 cultist den levels, so now we are on the infernal, are the home of the infernal order. This is where they live and practice their dark sacrificial arts. You can expect to find shrines, cells, places of worship, and evidence of magical studies. Ooh. Okay, so let's roll up a room once we get to one of these slabs. So again, we add our discipline, and if it's a 6, we push open the slab. Yep, so that was not a problem at all. Let's go straight ahead and roll up a room, which is a 4x3 with 2 doors. Put in a little 4x3 room like this with 2 doors coming off of it, and this will be our first room. And before we do anything else, let's fight a patrol. And this is room number 1. So I will just roll on the level 5 patrol table, which I also have not looked at. So if now this is some sort of super nasty combat that spells our doom, I'm gonna be slightly peeved, because this was sort of a, voluntary improvisation. Why did I roll 2d6? But didn't matter because they're both 4s, so I guess we rolled a 4 with 1d6. So level 5 patrol. 4 is a Woodillian brawler. These are all enemies I have never heard before. Let's have a quick look. It's a level 5 enemy. Okay, wow. So the Woodillian brawler has 35 HP and 2 shift and does, wow, d6 plus 3 and d6 plus 4 damage. And 450 XP is quite a lot, so I think we might have rolled quite a chunky patrol here, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's kind of scary, but we'll have to deal. And yeah, I was feeling like the game was a bit easy. I might be making some mistakes. Again, I'm not sure with the treasure or something. I don't know if I'm misplaying something that skews the odds in our favor, or if this is just the base difficulty, because there are some optional rules to make it more difficult, which I didn't play with because I just wanted to look at what the base difficulty is first, obviously. But because we are doing so well and we had so much HP last time and now bought a lot of new armor, I think we can sort of challenge ourselves a bit with these improvisational things. I won't go crazy because I do still want to play the game as intended. But yeah, fighting a patrol here I think is just fine. Inventive, not really inventive usage, but inventive consequence. And the rules do say that if you do anything that makes noise, I think you could roll a patrol. So let's just attack the guy. Although actually, let's throw a throwing knife. Yeah, throwing knives, 4 damage. And we do have to roll to see if any of the maneuvers match his. Interrupts. So on primary 2s and 3s, which means our swooping spin is worse, and on secondary 4s and 6s, which doesn't concern us. And now looking at these, none of those apply, which means the throwing knife does the full 4 damage, which is a nice start. And good to know, our swooping spin is slightly worse, but the sharp pummel does the full d6 plus 7. Let's look. So he has a 2 and a 3 as his primary dice, which means we are protected. And now we are missing that primary 3 that I replaced. So because his secondary, or his second move has a primary 3 and a secondary 1, we are not protected against that at all with our new armor. So if he does the mighty blow, we're taking the full d3 plus 4 damage. But at least with the slam, we are deducting 3 damage. Okay. I'll keep his card here. I don't know if that's really legible, but now we'll just attack. Actually, I'll keep it here so I don't cover up our maneuvers. So a 6 and a 3 is a great start. We can definitely turn that into a 6 and a 5, doing d6 plus 7 damage. Now that is a low roll, but 8 is still 8. Let's have him attack us. He has 2 shift as well, so 3 and a 4. I think he can use 1 of his shift to turn that into a 2 and 1 to turn that into a 3. Doing the slam, d6 plus 3 damage, but because we have armor, we are only taking d6. But that's 5 damage right out of the gate. Ouch, okay, that hurts. Let's go into round 2 and attack him. Double 2. Now that is not a... Actually, forgot I wanted to put my little help up here. So the double 2 is only in the green area, which means we can only do the swooping spin. Pink is our sharp pummel, and the ugly, nasty brownish color, where I've colored in using both pencils, is where we have the choice of either of them. Yeah, but so this will have to be a swooping spin. d6 plus 4. Now he has that forearm block. And that does -2, so this will only be d6 plus 2 damage. But still, that's 6 damage. Got so many pens here that I'm getting confused. Let's go into round 2 with his attack. A 5 and a 6. Now he only has 2 shifts, so if he takes that down to the 3 he needs, he won't have enough. So that's a miss. That's great for us. Attacking him again. Hope for another sharp pummel. No such luck, so 2 and a 4 is just within swooping spin range. D6 plus 2 again. That is another 6 damage. Yeah, we are doing good work so far. We've been hit once, which was a nasty hit. So no joke here, the patrols. He rolls a 6 and a 4. Which again, with his 2 shift, he can't even get down to his primary 2 or 3 that he needs. So that's a good thing. He has 2 shift, but these maneuvers are pretty close by each other, dice set wise. So not like ours, which are spread out. So sometimes he'll probably have access to both, and sometimes none. I'm not too sure, but yeah. At least that's what it feels like right now, because he is missing. Now we are going into that round with the bonus shift. 1 bonus shift. And we roll a double 5, which we can definitely turn into a sharp pummel again. D6 plus 7. I think this could end the fight. He has got 11 HP left. And that's exactly 11 now, just so I didn't mess up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Just quickly counted there, but that's him gone. Whew, so only hit us once and did 7 damage. Kind of regretting fighting that patrol just willy-nilly, but what can I say? We weren't the most graceful climbing down here. But that gets us 450 XP, which is nice. Putting us at 2,914, so just off of leveling up. And a roll on pouch table 2 plus 2. And 2d6 gold coins. Let's roll for the gold coins first. 6 gold coins, putting us at 8. And pouch table 2 plus 2. I have to look for that for a sec. That's 2d6. So a 7 plus 2 is a 9. Wrapped in a piece of cloth inside are some Maleko leaves and Ilias petals. So Maleko leaves, Ilias petals, and of course another pouch, which will just go down here. Yeah, so the more I'm using this erasable ballpoint pen, the more this character sheet is getting messed up, because it does smudge quite a bit. Especially the HP and XP area are very, rough already, looking rough. Yeah, so that's the Vodalian Brawler gone. He was tough. I mean, he was a level 5 enemy. We didn't really fight a lot of level 4 ones. Mainly level 2s and 3s down on level 4. But oh well, we might find some more here. I'm just putting away the cards so I don't go looking for it as long next time. But that's the patrol done. So now we can actually enter this room and roll for the room. So level 5 normal rooms. 3 and a 4. Metamorphic adjunct. What? That is unique. Sounds unique. So a metamorphic adjunct. Adjunct, I don't know. There's a stone frame on the wall here. Inside is a magical mass of suspended churning earth. And it's got random exits. You may touch it. Roll a d6 On a 1 or 2, lose any sand or ash you carry, which we don't carry any, so it's not a threat to us. On a 3 to 6, heal D6 HP and then roll on interruptions and unexpected 3. You know we are touching this, definitely. Let's roll for the exit type first, which will be exit type table 5, of course. Just so I don't forget and go on to the next room again and then have to go back for the exit. So metal doors leading off this. And let's touch the weird magic rock. You know, in these games you find a shiny magic weird moving rock, you have to touch it. So that is a 6, which is heal D6 HP and then roll on interruptions and unexpected 3. So let's heal 5. That is very welcome. So we are back up to our 48, sorry. When actually I just realized we didn't take 7 damage, right? We started with 2 less than... Yeah, so that healed back for the fight. Nice. And we roll on interruptions and unexpected 3. Which I'll also have to pull up, because we have never rolled on that, I believe. Because that is just for this chapter, for 5 and 6. So some of the tables there's 1 per floor, and some of them there's 1 per 2 floors, sort of. And they are also mixed on some floors. But let's just roll on this one. A double 1, okay. What does that mean? So above you a series of ropes have been rigged up which support a small platform that hangs out of reach. You can just about make out a small iron chest. If you have a throwing axe, you can throw it. Roll 2d6 and add your shift. On a 2 to a 7 you lose the throwing axe, and on an 8 to 12 you snap the rope and roll on chess table 3 plus 2. Now sadly we do not have a throwing axe. At least I don't think so, right? Yeah, that would be a large item. We threw away our last throwing axe. We had that magic one, but we threw it away against the weird troll, I think. I'll just note down ropes with chest, needs throwing axe, and we might return if we find one. Yeah, so that magic throwing axe I think I kind of wasted, because I later looked online again on BoardGameGeek and there was a thread about the rune, that returning rune, and in it sounded like it does always return, and only if it does no damage at all it doesn't return. And yeah, so I think I ruled that wrong or incorrectly last time, because I think we rolled on a second attack and then it hit one of the interrupts, and then just I said, yeah, okay, now it's gone. But it helped us defeat that troll, so I'm not too mad about it. And also we are looking good anyways. Let's continue on through one of these metal doors. Just straight ahead again, see if it's locked or not. That's not locked, but close. So metal doors on 4, 5, or 6. Roll what kind of size room we find. A corridor, okay. Heard my excitement then. So let's just put that in like that. How many doors does it have? 2. So we'll have 1 leading onwards. And 1 leading to the right. And we'll just continue straight onwards to the next room. 3 by 1. Another corridor. I don't believe it. And this one's got 3 doors, okay. So basically what we have found here is a little junction. A load of little junctions. Let's hope we can find a room. Let's continue straight forward again. No, that is a room, a small one, but that's a room. So a 2x4, roll for doors. No door, okay. This is turning out to be quite the funky layout. Have that shaped like that. And that is room number 2. And will probably be the last one for this video, because we've been on this floor now quite a bit. I think this is kind of messing with the autofocus, I'm not sure. Or the light is just bad. I'll have to double check that on the video later, but for now I'll take it out of frame in case it is, and just pop it back in if we are fighting. So room number 2, 6 and a 1. The high altar, which is unique. That sounds like an interesting room to end it on. So the high altar has curtains, doesn't have any doors, okay. Towering over you is a beautiful shrine. A robed figure knelt before us is chanting. They attack. You must fight the Mordeal Axiom. If you survive, you find a golden goblet on the altar worth 66 gold coins. Who is the Mordeal Axiom? Are all of the enemy names just going to be made up words now that I don't know if I just don't know them or they are actually made up? I can't pronounce. So Mordeal Axiom, let's look at this. Come on with these level 5 enemies. I'm just sitting up straight in my chair here because I feel like I need to concentrate now. Okay, so 50 HP first of all. That's his 50 HP. And let's have a quick look at the enemy. So he's got the Primordial Barrier on primary 5s and 6s, which means our Sharp Pummel does -4 damage, which isn't great. He also has the Fire Screen, which we can ignore, remember? So secondly, 3s and 2s would have, or 3s and 4s, so that doesn't actually do anything for us. I was just triumphantly going to mention our Amulet of Fire Resistance, or Pendant, but okay, so Fire Screen does nothing anyways. But one of his attacks is the Fire Storm. So Meteor Hail I don't think we can ignore because it doesn't have fire in the name, but so the Fire Storm won't do any damage to us. Sounds good. I like this amulet. I do believe if we have the choice between both, then we'll have to shift to the Meteor Hail, because obviously he's going to use the one that does more to us. But actually he seems really tough and I'm glad to have the amulet. Now the Fire Screen doesn't do anything anyway, so kind of stings that the Sharp Pummel is so debuffed. D6 plus 3. So the Swooping Spin is better actually. Okay, let's start combat here. So round 1, we will just attack him. Actually, let's not. Let's throw another one of the throwing knives because we have so many. Double 6. I do believe that means probably that it's not blocked by an interrupt. Yeah, I'm going to rule that way, because last time I think if we roll 2 double 1s, I said we miss with the throwing weapon. I'm not sure if we did ever. So I'm going to say 2 6s means it's a crit with the throwing weapon. So that will just be doing the 4 damage. So double 1 or double 6 regardless of the enemy's interrupt, is a complete miss or a complete crit, and anything in between will have to look at the interrupts. That's the way I'm ruling it now. And now let's actually attack after removing the throwing knife, like that. I could use another double 6. Okay, so what happened then? Okay, I was about to make a joke about how I wish I would have rolled an attack immediately instead of the throwing knife, so we had the crit on our attack, but ask and you shall receive. Yeah, I don't know what to say there. I'll gladly take it. So let's do our sharp pummel, because on the crit it can't be blocked by interrupts. So we'll be doing d6 plus 7 plus our 3 shift, so d6 plus 10 damage. Let's get some big damage here. Big damage. That's still 11 damage, so can't complain. So he's already taken 15 in the first round. Now, we can't really extrapolate that for the rest of the combat, because I doubt we'll be rolling double 6s and nothing else. But that's a great start. I still can't believe that just happened. Let's hope he doesn't roll a double 6. Okay. 5 and a 4. I don't think he can use that for anything, because that's for the meteor hail he needs a 1 here, and for the firestorm he needs to, well, that doesn't even affect us, so he won't try to shift to that. Yeah, okay, that's a miss. And I don't know why I turned that up early, so now we are in round 2. Let's attack him. 4 and a 3. With our 3 shift will be the swooping spin, which is good in this case, because it's stronger than a sharp pummel. d6 plus 4 damage. Another 1. So 5 damage. Have him attack us. 5 and a 2. Now that, with his 2 shift, will be that meteor hail. So plus 1 here, minus 1 here. He's at his 6 and his 1. d6 plus 3 damage. That sounds nasty. But we do have our gauntlets. So we'll be taking 3 damage less. So only d6 damage. 4 damage. Alright, alright. The patrol did more. So back down to 44. Let's go to round 3 of combat. 5 and a 2 for us, which is another swooping spin. I'll stop shifting down the dice every time and just look at the table here. For now, at least as long as we don't have bonus shift. So that's another d6 plus 4 damage. And that's a 6. That's what I like to see. So 10 damage, which is 1 whole row of his HP here. So he's down to 20. I didn't properly color that one in. And he's attacking us. And he's critting. Oh boy, okay. So interesting thing, crits armor doesn't work against. So in that sense, these armor sets which have primary 6s or secondary 6s are maybe slightly worse, because they don't protect against as many rolls, because obviously they protect against all of those and all of those, but not the crit. So yeah, I guess that's a slight point why the gauntlets might have been a bit cheaper, but I don't know, just guessing. I'm basically just talking a lot so I don't have to look at what the crit does, because I'm scared. So you stagger backwards as black liquid erupts from your mouth. You fight to breathe, lose 2d6 HP. Okay, and nothing sounds like fire there. So we'll just roll 2d6. Let's hope this is not another double 6 again. The dice seem hot in this combat. Okay, so that's at least slightly below average, but still did 6 damage to us, putting us at 38. Now I really wish I don't know, would have kept my extra HP that I had, but we do still have that 2 gain health potions. That was his attack against us. We're going into round 4 with 1 bonus shift. So basically now we can think of these 4 spaces as colored in as well, but double 2, that's a swooping spin anyways. D6 plus 4, another 6 damage. Have him attack us. Speed this up slightly. 2 and a 6. He can only get to his firestorm with that, which won't affect us because of our fancy amulet of fire resistance. Very nice. Round 5. Kind of lucky that this one big chunky guy we're fighting right now is using fire attacks, otherwise we'd be in a bit more pain, I think, because that firestorm d3 plus 4 damage, so that's 5 at least, and I think he'd have been able to do that twice now, not too sure. Yeah, so the fire amulet already coming in handy. Let's attack him. That's another double 6. I can't believe this fight right now. Okay, so Grunko knows it's on and is fighting for his life. Yeah, let's do the sharp pummel again, adding the bonus shift, which is 5 in this case. So d6 plus 12, that's insane, and can't be interrupted. Low roll again, but 15 damage, which actually finishes him off because he only had 14 left. That's satisfying to tick off all these boxes in one long swoop. And that's him gone. Okay. I was a bit worried though, and we took 10 damage despite us rolling 2 crits and having the potion of, not potion, the amulet of fire resistance. So, whew. But that will be a tasty, tasty 650 XP, which puts us at 3,564. And at level 6. I think I'll quickly do the level up, give you an overview of what changed, and then that'll be the video. And also we have to roll on the loot for him. And I want to quickly check if we have something from the high altar. Yeah, we get that goblet. So let's loot first and then do the level up. First things first. So roll on RPT 4. So religious pouch table 4. Which I don't think when was the last time we rolled on a religious pouch table. It's been a bit, but no modifier on that. It's a 6 and a 5, so that was close to another double 6. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words here. So 11. At first you think there is nothing in the pouch, then you spot a special ring. Roll on MR1. So MR1. That sounds like magic ring, right? Because we had that magic amulet, which was MA1. MR1. Magic ring table 1. So we roll on that, no modifier, just 1d6. A4. A ring of telekinesis. Okay, so he definitely was worth the fight. How do you spell telekinesis? Okay. And I'll quickly look up what that does, because I'm sure we're all curious here. Magic items. The Ring of Telekinesis, +1 to Discipline and +1 to the Fail to Cast roll when using Psyche magic. Permanent while in your possession. Okay, so +1 Discipline, +1 to Fail to Cast roll for Psyche magic. We don't have any magic scrolls and we have only used the one so far that we started with. I know there's a scroll of like Mental Whip or something like that, which just does big damage. But I don't like the scrolls that much because obviously you always have to roll to see if they succeed and so on. And I always thought it might be a bit of a waste if you then fail and then an expensive scroll just goes up in a puff of smoke. But maybe we'll reconsider if we have some coins to spare and buy some Psyche scrolls, which I'm assuming Mental Whip is Psyche, which is one of the types of magic. So there's Metamorph, Psyche, Faculty, and Primordial, and I don't know if there's any other. But so that's permanently active while we have the ring in possession. Okay, not bad. That's the enemy dealt with. Let's roll the room loot. So again, with the, okay, that's one of the dice. We find a golden goblet worth 66 gold coins. So these are 15 and we roll another 2 plus 6, so 21. Not bad. Goblet. 21 gold coins. And that's the high altar done. Yeah. Already quite an exciting first 2 rooms, I think. And if we find a throwing axe, we're definitely going back for the chest, but that'll have to wait. Okay, I'll quickly do the level up. Alright, so what changed? We leveled up. Now for our next level up we need 5000 XP, so a bit more. Discipline did not increase, but I did put +4 here because we now have that ring, otherwise I'd forget. Just hope I don't confuse myself with this next time I level up and I'm like wondering why I have 4 discipline or something like that. I'll have to keep that in mind. Our precision did increase from the level up. Our shift stayed the same. We got another 10 HP and max HP, so we're back at 48, which seems to be our favorite number at the moment, going down and back up to 48 again and again. And now the big one, we gain a 3rd maneuver, still limited to level 2 maneuvers, but that is pretty huge for us because now we are going to be able to cover a bit more of those empty squares here. So again, with 3 shift, I think we'll be able to cover that entirely with 1 maneuver. I don't just think, I know. So one of the other very strong maneuvers is the Sunder, but that has a 1 and a 2, so that'd be up here. So that'd be a bit of a waste. So I think I'll instead go for the Violent Cleave, and Sunder would have been d6 plus 6, and the Violent Cleave is d6 plus 5. And the dice set is a 2 and a 6, and I think now you are seeing why I'm so interested in that. Because that means the Violent Cleave is gonna be down here. And with our 3 shift, we'll be able to cover 1, 2, and 3. So this entire corner and even some of the swooping spin as well. I'll again color them in so I see which ones I can do several maneuvers. And obviously it's stronger than the swooping spin, so we want to use that in some of the cases if we can. But that's great. So in that means we'll only be missing if we roll a 6 and a 1, and starting from turn 4 of combat, because of the bonus shift, we won't miss at all, except in all the cases if we roll a double 1. And obviously if we roll a double 6, we are critting, which this is my exact reaction when we roll a double 6. If you were wondering back then in the fight what my face was looking like, rolling all those double 6s, pretty much exactly like that. Okay, so I think that's a great setup. I don't know why, but this video seemed like we just made insane progress, this and the last one. Just this shiny set of armor, 3 damage reduction everywhere, 3 maneuvers with pretty nice damage, and already at 3500 XP, and another magic item. Though this one is not as exciting for us, but we might have to look into some psyche scrolls, as I said. But that will be a while before we can do that, because now we gotta continue fighting our way through here, and this is definitely getting tougher. I'm glad I have all these lockpicks, because I don't want to wait in front of as many doors now. Also have 5 of the +3 ones left, which will be great, because otherwise I think we'd just die to patrols, because that did kind of scare me back then, when the patrol was doing so much damage. And yeah, I don't know, I think things are getting real. We'll continue next time. Until then, have a nice day, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.